We're going to see a very, very good friend of mine. She's considered like my sister. She's Australian and she became a Muslim not long after me.
My name's Fatima Harris. I'm Australian. I'm married to, his name is Haj Samir. He's Lebanese. We have 2 small children, Zainab al-Hawra and Ruqayya. Zainab's just turned 4 and Ruqayya is 2.5.
We're just going to park outside her house now. So yes, you'll be able to speak to her and find out the reason why she's become Muslim and ask her questions. Fantastic Muslim. So.
I was Church of England, which is Christianity of some sort. I never really learned. I grew up, my mum would read us like a Bible story, just basic things, but my mother's not a religious person. And so it wasn't, we weren't, no, you can't do this, no, you must do this. You know, all those kind of things weren't in my household. We were brought up to be, you choose your path in life, and whatever you choose is okay. Do you know what I mean? Nothing, we were never stopped from anything.
Now we're going to go see her. Her name is Fatima, and it used to be Tiffany. I think she became Muslim maybe a month or 2 months after me. I'm not quite sure. But the funny thing about her was when she was Christian, she wore the scarf. So when I was taking her to places to learn about Islam, they asked her, "Are you Muslim?" And she said, "No, I'm not." Then why are you wearing the scarf? But she had it in her heart, and she wore it properly too. So she just loved the hijab more than the Quran at first or something, but she just loved it. So you can ask all those questions.
I had a lot of friends around me who would be like, "Oh, I can't do that, that's haram." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, I really can't do it. It's a sin, I can't do it. I'll be punished by God, like by not drinking alcohol. They don't do this, they don't do that. And I'm like, wow, like, I've never done anything in my life and said I can't do that because it's haram or because it's against my religion. So it interests me a lot, and it made me go back into my own religion and think and ask questions.
Some of my friends lived near, so she spoke to them, and then they said, "Oh, we know a girl, she's become Muslim, and maybe you might feel comfortable." And so we were introduced, and straight away we bonded. So, yeah, but she'll probably know the story better than me, because it's her story, so...
After that, I met, I still hadn't reverted yet, but like I said, I started learning a lot more, and then I met Sister Fatima. And she took me to meet a few learned people that spoke to me and taught me quite a few things, and she also took me to the Imam Hussein Islamic Center.
Assalamu alaikum. This is her husband, Samir. Come in. We'll put our shoes on. Salam, girls. This is Zainab and Ruqayya.
Just learning these little things here and there, I knew I was going to become a Muslim. It was inevitable to me that I was going to become a Muslim, but I think it was the waswas in my ear just thinking, hold on, but what if? And it was just, it was the shaitan keeping me back. But alhamdulillah, after everything, I put my scarf on when I went to the center and I never took it off. I stayed wearing it for 2 weeks straight. I had met people and they said, "Oh, well, mashallah, when did you become a Muslim?" And I said, "I'm not Muslim yet." And they're like, "Oh, mashallah, you're wearing a scarf." I'm like, "I don't want to take it off." I didn't want to take it off, but no, alhamdulillah, I remember I was with Sister Fatima at her house. She said, "Okay, so why aren't you Muslim yet?" She said, "You haven't taken your scarf off, you've stopped listening to music, you're doing everything." She goes, "Why aren't you Muslim?" I'm like, "Oh, but what What? She's like, what do you mean, what if? What is it? And I said, well, nothing. There's nothing stopping me. She goes, okay, say this after me. She said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah and Ashhadu an Muhammad Rasulullah, Ashhadu an Ali waliyullah, and I became Muslim. And it was at Julia's house in her lounge room. And as soon as I did that, I was just like I was born again, do you know what I mean? It was amazing. I can't explain what I felt in my heart. I felt like a big blanket had just been lifted off me, and I could see perfectly.
Thank you.
Bye.
I'm gonna take my toilet picture.
What is that?
I'm gonna take my toilet picture.
Joking back to there's gonna be it's Sunday afternoon. All the Yarra ladies gonna be there.
Okay.
Jump in.
I'll see you.
At Tempe. Yeah.
Can you wait for us?
Yeah. We're going to go to the big park. You know the one with the big swing? Yeah, that one. Go sit over there.
And I heard slide yesterday when it's my party?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's a huge slide when it's my party.
When it was finally finished and I had a shower at Julia's house, I did the ghusl for becoming a Muslim and everything. But when I first read the words, I just felt like a whole building was lifted off my shoulders. I felt like a baby. I felt like I was born again, because everything that I had learned, it's like, okay, like it's a clean slate. There's nothing on me right now, and I don't want to make any mistakes, do you know what I mean? When I was driving, I didn't want to speed because I didn't want to die, because I wanted to learn so many more things, and I just wanted to learn so much. I felt like I had gone into a whole new world that I had learned about before, but now I was a part of it. I was truly a part of it. So they were 100, they were truly my beliefs, and I just wanted to learn more, and I wanted to learn how to pray. I couldn't wait to fast. I couldn't wait to, get scarves and do all these kind of things, do you know what I mean?
After I became Muslim, it was the day of Eid al-Fitr. I got a phone call. My dad said to me, I don't want you to come home. And till this day, I don't know how my dad found out. I don't want to bring it up. That night, I didn't go home, and it was a week when I finally got home that my cousin came to the lady's house that I was staying at, and she was speaking to my father to try to calm him down. And during the time when my dad didn't know, I was actually hiding the hijab. So what I'll do is I would not practice hijab at home, because I was trying to hide it from my father. But if I wanted to go out anywhere, I'll get my friends to pick me up. I'll run to the car with a hood, and then I'll wear my hijab. That became very difficult. It affected when I did become Muslim. The faith and the strength I had, I didn't know where it came from, because the day when I went to get my bags from my house, when my dad wasn't there, I was shocked. My mum was crying and saying to me, stay, and that. I respected her, but I still, no matter what, I would not disobey my God. They noticed the change in me, the respect I had for them, the way I spoke to them changed, because before I didn't, I used to say things to them that I didn't mean, but when I became Muslim, definitely they noticed the change in the way I was, and my dad congratulated me on my faith.
Lucky we didn't go to the park. Before we got excited. Oh, what channel this is? Come on. I didn't bring your bike today.
They've changed it again.
Yes, all the water shut off. I know, Habibi. I promise next time I'll bring your bike. Zainab's here. Little girl's turn. Wait, it's a little girl's turn, then it's Zainab's turn. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
on, do they have a turn? Cookie doesn't want to.
Does Zainab have a chance?
Zainab have a turn. Alright. Put your song on. Stay there, Zainab. Your mind thinks of nothing but itself. You don't think of God. You don't think of things. So you believe you're free. So you believe you can do everything in the world is available to you. And to someone, a young mind, that's their freedom. But as you mature, and especially becoming a Muslim, it's not that that freedom stops. It's that a whole nother freedom opens. Like, especially in a scarf, people look at me and they believe that I'm trapped, I'm forced. You know, it's that around us, everyone sees, like people that are non-Muslim and don't understand, will see someone wearing a scarf and think, oh, the poor thing. I feel so sorry for her, you know. But they don't realize that this is freedom. This is the most freedom to me. This is freedom to protect myself, freedom to protect my, modesty. And I believe I have freedom in a way I've never had before. And I've only realized that since I became a Muslim. I'm not helping you. Hold on. Sweetheart. I hate that.
Where's your doggy? Where's your doggy?
It's over here.
Hurry up. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm leaving. If you do not come with me, then I will leave you here. It will get dark. One, two. Hold on to Mum. Hold on to Mum. Hold on to me. Stand up. You did have a little turn. Let's go. Look, Kay's got your cow. Let's go. Give Nana her cow. Give her her cow. Thank you, Ruqayya. Say thank you, Ruqayya. Walk, naughty girl. Come on, Cookie, yalla. Ruqayya. Ruqayya. Oh my God. It's not one, it's the other.
What's Baba?
Zainab.
Let's go, princess. Let's go. What do you need? Good girl. Stand up.
Does it make a noise? What noise?
Let's go.
Stay as tight.
It's not as embarrassing as I thought it would be. It's alright. No, I mean being at the park.
Yeah, I know.